Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Courts Ready Cash, ready when you are.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, police have launched investigations into 4 homicides that occurred over the weekend. Dead are Van Dyke Mayers, 42-year-old laborer of Choppins, Kishroy Duke, 22-year-old laborer of Choppins, Luan Roberts, 41-year-old councillor of Harmony Hall, and Keon Phillips, 35-year-old laborer of Kingston Park and Greggs. According to a release from the police, at about 9:30 p.m., sounds of gunshots emanated from within the vicinity where members of the Choppins football team were walking. As a result, some persons advanced in the direction of the gunshots and discovered Mayers and Duke with what appeared to be gunshot wounds about their bodies. The police were informed and promptly arrived on the scene of the incident. Mayers was later pronounced dead on the scene by the district medical officer. On Saturday, April 30th, 2022, Duke died at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital. On Sunday, May 1st, 2022, at about 9:15 a.m., the body of Luan Roberts of Harmony Hall, 41-year-old former councillor at the family court, was discovered in the rear seat of a motor vehicle in the vicinity of the Bookament Bay Secondary School. Roberts' body bore several injuries to the head. Mr. Ronald Roberts, 40-year-old unemployed of Harmony Hall, is in police custody assisting with this investigation. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. On Monday, May 2nd, 2022, at about 5:45 a.m., the police received information that the slumped body of a male was seen on a speaker box in Kingston Park with what appeared to be blood running from his head. Members of the Major Crimes Unit responded to the report and discovered the motionless body of Keon Phillips, 35-year-old laborer of Kingston Park and Greggs, seated on a speaker box. On examination of the victim's body, the police discovered a wound to the left side of his head and blood oozing from it. Post-mortem examinations would be conducted on the bodies to ascertain the exact cause of death. The total number of homicides for 2022 now stands at 14. In his message to mark Labor Day, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry, Fisheries, Rural Transformation, Industry and Labor, Saboto Caesar, highlighted the fact that the world of work has been impacted significantly since December 31st, 2019, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines has not been exempted. The COVID-19 pandemic, the 32 explosive volcanic eruptions of 2021, intense climate change, and the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine all combined to impress Vincentians to become a truly resilient workforce. Lives and livelihoods evolved rapidly on account of these disruptions of immense proportions, Minister Caesar said. He goes on to say, "Today we come together to reflect on our journey as nation builders, to celebrate our workers as creators of a better world, and to recognize the best efforts needed to prepare all Vincentians to unlock the true strength and potential of our labor force." The first day of May is an official holiday in many countries. May 1st became associated with the labor movement in the late 19th century, after trade unions and socialist groups designated it as a day specifically to recognize workers and the role played by workers in contributing to development. Active cases of COVID-19 here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines are now down to 28 following the recording of one more recovery of an individual from the virus. There were no new PCR or rapid antigen cases confirmed by the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment's report for Monday, May 2nd, 2022. Hospitalizations remain unchanged at 0. SVG's COVID-19 death toll stands at 106. 30,436 people have received 2 doses of a COVID-19 vaccine, while 3,605 COVID 19 booster shots have been administered. Since March of 2020, there have been 8,425 PCR and rapid antigen COVID 19 cases reported here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On to news in the region. Opposition legislators in the British Virgin Islands have called for the resignation of Premier Andrew Foy following his arrest in the United States last week on drug and money laundering charges. These reprehensible actions by a distinct minority are in no way representative of the views and actions of the people of the Virgin Islands, said opposition leader Marlon Penn. We therefore call on any public official that knows that they may have violated the public trust to voluntarily demit office out of respect for the people of the Virgin Islands. The opposition legislators have urged the members of the government to denounce Foy, saying the Premier's detainment in the United States and the subsequent release of the Commission of Inquiry report have brought undesired global attention to what is the most challenging period in the territory's history. Antiguans and Barbudans could go to the polls in a few months, said leader Antiguan Prime Minister Gaston Brown at a Labor Day rally on Monday. Speculations have been at an all-time high in St. John's that elections could be called before it is constitutionally due in 2023. Brown, who is also the ABLP leader, told the party supporters that they have a responsibility to reward the government's performance by electing all of their 17 candidates. You need capable people, you need experienced ministers to preside over the affairs of this country, not people who are looking for Christmas to come and look for Santa Claus. We are months away from general elections. There is no time to sit back. You need to defend this great institution, Brown said. This is the first time that the Antiguan and Barbudan Prime Minister put some sort of time to the election date. The main opposition United Progressive Party kick-started its campaign a few months ago, preparing itself for what many believe would have been a snap election in the Twin Island states. On to news in on the international scene, millions of women across the US could soon lose their legal right to abortion according to a leaked Supreme Court document. The document, published by Politico, suggests the country's top court is poised to overturn the 1973 decision that legalized abortion nationwide. If the court strikes down the Roe v. Wade ruling, individual states would be allowed to ban abortion if they wish. It is expected abortion could then be banned in almost half of U.S. states. The Supreme Court's justices are expected to issue a ruling in late June or early July. Roe v. Wade is in the court's sights because Mississippi is asking for it to be overturned. The justices heard that case in December. 13 states have already passed so-called trigger laws that will automatically ban abortion if Roe is overruled this summer. A number of others will be likely to pass laws quickly. And finally, in sports, Manchester United interim manager Ralph Rangnick said he is not completely happy with his time in charge and admitted he had expected to lead the club to the Champions League qualification. United beat Brentford 3-0 in Rangnick's last home match in charge. The club are sixth in the Premier League and set to miss out on next season's Champions League. In the end, I'm not happy with the results, especially in the past 4 or 5 weeks, said Rangnick. Former manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked in November with ex-midfielder Michael Carrick in charge for 3 matches before the former right RB boss took charge on an interim basis in December until the end of the season. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Not all heroes wear capes. Celebrate her this Mother's Day and all month long at Courts. Superheroes need furniture to rest, appliances to fuel up, and even laptops and phones to stay connected. Save on these items and more. Shop today with no cash. Pay nothing for 60 days. Find everything you need for your supermom. Only at Courts, bringing value home.